The story is told of a monk many, many years ago in the early days by the name of Telemachus. Telemachus lived with flowers and nursery beds. He did not like to live in the clutter and clanging of streets. And as he is going about his life, the Lord lays his hand upon him to go to Rome. Notice what I said again. From the most unlikely settings, he takes this quiet mystic to go to Rome. He says, I don't want to go to Rome. He learned very quickly you don't argue with God. And he took him to Rome. As he's walking through the streets, he sees this massive bulk of humanity entering into the Colosseum. He doesn't know what is drawing them there, but almost involuntarily he is drawn into the building. He doesn't know what is going to entertain the masses until, to his utter horror, he sees the gladiatorial encounters taking place and the orgies of bloodshed and hatred and sadism as muscle is pitted against muscle and knives are stabbed into bodies. It is that orgy that early Rome entertained themselves with. Telemachus' pure mind could not handle this. And in the middle of one of these, while the audience was spellbound, wondering who was going to stand up triumphant and salute Caesar, he stands up, this diminutive monk, and screams out at the top of his lungs, in the name of Christ, stop this thing. In the name of Christ, forbear. And in that amphitheatrical setting, his voice resonates all around so every individual can hear it as loudly as he needs to hear it, including all of royalty. And they look at him and he shouts out once again, in the name of Christ, stop this thing. And he's running to the center arena, vaults himself into the middle, till one Roman muscle-bound soldier hurls him out of the way. He becomes a kind of an innocent comical sideshow till somebody screams out, run him through. And one of the soldiers with spear in hand goes into Telemachus and spears that small body. And as he's crouched over, literally bleeding to death, once more he whispers, and in the quietness of that setting, as I said, even a whisper would spread to the thousands around there. All you need to do is crumple a paper, and all could hear it. And he whispers, in the name of Christ, stop this thing. Suddenly one man got up and walked out, then two, then three. Within a short while the arena was completely empty. And the historian writes this, and I quote, many other factors were brought to bear, but the death of Telemachus crystallized the opposition so that never again was there a gladiatorial fight in the Colosseum. And with all that we see around us, if we can refuse, if we can leave, if we can keep, and if we can stand, we can still say to the world, in the name of Christ, stop this thing. And God's power is still at work.